Gonna go ahead and get in the bee yard today. I'm already suited up. My plan today is I'm gonna have to I'm gonna check. I need to open up one of the reducers, and then I'm gonna check one of the colonies that I boosted. Check that queen, make sure there's brood and everything, which I'm sure there is. So I'll check the rescue colony, and then I'm gonna check the Carrizo Springs cutout, and she's most likely gonna get requeened. So we'll see what happens with her today, and we'll see um, how testy she is. So we'll see what's going on there with that. Sorry, you guys can't see my face. Hang on. Working some new gear here. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do today is just overall check. There's good pollen flow, good nectar flow coming in right now. So I'm going to open up entrance reducer on one of the boxes. The small colony I'm going to leave open for now, and then see how that goes. So give me a moment. I need to get my hat on, and then we'll go back and get started. All right. I'm back. Sorry, guys. Just went to get my hat on real quick. All right, so I'm getting suited up. Anybody's just tuning in, hit that like and subscribe if you're new. Gonna go ahead, just check on my girls today. Again, I'm not getting any honey this year for sure, so I'm not even planning on that. I got to get these girls built up first. One of them's a cutout, and one of them is one that I just rescued recently with my mentor. And then what he told me actually is that the colony that we cut out, well, the queen that I rescued out of one of the yards that we moved. This queen that we're going to look at today. Me and my mentor, we moved this yard on the fly one night. It was hell. It was hellacious. It was. So he calls me one night and says, "Hey, we got to go move this yard." So I jump out there with them, move this yard, and for some reason the queen, we don't know what happened. We're still trying to figure that out. But it's almost like the colony either absconded or another queen came by and pirated the rest of the bees with her, which is possible. It can happen. Another queen could have come by and could have basically taken those girls with her. Easy, no problem. So, meantime, what I'm using today, because these girls are so hot sometimes, and it is getting hot outside, is I got burlap, using burlap and cedar today. So that'll be my go-to here. So let's go ahead and head out this way a little bit. I already got all my tools in the bee yard, but for sure I don't want to put this up here anywhere. A little toasty today. It's we've been having good rain here, good weather, good flow, good pollen, good everything. I'll show you guys the backyard. I mean, the pollen's everywhere right now. You walk through somewhere and you're getting pollen on everything. So while I get this lit here, this is what our pollen flow is looking like right now. There's flowers everywhere. So good flow right now going. Let me get this smoker lit, and we'll get out in the yard here in a minute, okay? So just give me a moment here. You guys are going to actually watch today. So let me get this lit here. So burlap and cedar. Because yeah, these girls are hot rods sometimes, so I want to go in there prepared today, and I don't want to mess around. I mean, I always get nervous going into my bee yard, but just got to be done. So burlap cedar, what I do is I strip up the cedar. I'll strip the cedar up into little pieces real fine, and then I'll roll it up in the burlap. And it seems to get a pretty nice smoke going. Somebody recommended to me recently for hot bees using actually old cigars, like breaking up little pieces of old cigars and using that for hot colonies. So big shout out to whoever gave me that tip too. I might try that someday. All right, that's going, I think. All right, let me get my gloves. This is just usually about what time I work my girls, man. Hey, Michael, good to see you, man. Welcome, welcome. Good to have you today, man. Good to have you. I know you guys are looking at the ground right now, but give me a second. We'll be in the bee yard here in a moment. I just got to get suited up, man. I don't play with my bees. I know some of them are hot. And nothing wrong with that. It's just part of the deal. And these are cut out. I said I already got all my stuff in the yard here. Give me a second here. All right, so what we got here. This colony is the Carrizo Springs cutout. This is my first colony, and these ones are most likely going to get requeened because they are so hot. We'll see how they're feeling today. A couple things I might have to do is cut open their house, and you could see all the pollen coming in too. They're on a huge pollen flow right now. This one, it looks like this hive to the left here. Looks like these ones are doing orientation flight, so they probably just had a hatch, which is good. All right, I'm always nervous working bees, man. Gonna get a little bit of smoke here. Morning, ladies. Right. And I was feeding them pollen, but they're kicking it all out, so I'm not even gonna worry about feeding them. Like I said, they're on a pretty solid flow right now, and I'm kind of expecting these girls probably to be a little testy. Let's see how they are today. They got it all glued down. Okay. All right. I always give these girls a little spray down too. There it goes. Get this little bit of smoke here. No, let me see if I can't get you guys just a bit closer. You guys can actually see what's going on here. All right, so what this is a sugar shim right here. This had 8 pounds of sugar on it through the winter. But now that the pollen flow's kicking, they've kind of gone to kicking all the pollen I've been feeding them out and the sugar. But the sugar shim, what this helps with is it does get hot here, and this helps kind of mitigate some of the heat for the bees, okay? This also gives them extra growing space if they want it, right? With this colony, and what these girls have done, now with this, these girls have gone to town basically making a big tumor out of this brood chamber, and they're drawing out wax really good now. I can see that. But let's take a peek here what they've done. Okay. All right, they're starting to draw out here, which is good. See all that wax they're drawing? So that's good. Yeah, this is one of the tumor frames right here. And you know what they're doing? They're just storing in this one. Yeah, that's the outside frame. And that's fine. That one could stay to the outside because they're just storing pollen and resources in it and stuff. But they've actually, I'm going to have to break that frame. All this is just pollen and stuff. So I'm going to see if I can't. My trusty knife. So what I'm doing, I'm going to cut. See this? This is what they've done. These girls have basically glued this. It's just resources right here. See if I can't just kind of gently cut it out. These girls are pretty radical, man. There we go. Look. Okay. One way to do it. Messed that up. Just want to make sure our queen's not on there, but I don't think she is. She's most likely tied up in the brood chamber somewhere. And that. You know what I'm going to do here? Because they won't draw that out. I have another box over here that I'm going to go ahead and pull a frame out of on the fly. Take that spare frame out. Spray it down with some juice. These girls actually aren't too bad. I thought they'd be a little bit more hot today, but you know what? They're not. I always give them a hose down, man. It's just something I do. Not something everybody does, I guess. I don't know, but that's just what I do. It just kind of helps calm them down a little bit. Right, this was a frame I dropped in there just of drawn wax from my mentor. All right, they're just storing stuff in this one right here. Definitely bringing in a lot of nectar. I don't see any signs of swarming, so that's good. I was talking to my mentor yesterday, and he saw the video. He's like, "Hey, man, you might want to get in there and check for signs of swarming, just because it looks." They were bearding out yesterday, but it is getting hot down here in Texas, so the bearding is. I'm expecting that for sure. They got brood. This is. See this right here? This is the tumor they built inside. That's what I got to go in and break apart. All right, so they're drawing out fresh wax right here. Got fresh wax being drawn. Good, that's what I want to see. Fresh larva, nice, solid pattern. Queen's been here recently, for sure within the last 72 hours, and she's got a solid laying pattern. But this girl, she's going to get requeened. I got cap drone. This is this tumor cell that's I'm like really kind of. This is the one that's. Sorry, girls. Boy, these two frames right here, they have these three frames, four, man. Boy, these girls are good at what they do. Okay, I'm seeing all fresh over here. All right. Fresh wax being drawn. Got fresh larva all stages here. She's been here. She's laying all across this box, man. It's not a problem. That's good. We got fresh wax. They're drawing. Go ahead and get this box reorganized here. Like I said, I just dropped a fresh frame of wax. I'm kind of robbing some of the resources, but it needed to be done. They were just making a mess out of some of the frames, so sometimes you gotta make them do things. All right, come on, watch it, ladies. Shit. Just want to get these realigned for them. All right, that's about as good as that's going to get right now. Take that out of there. Man, they've done so much work for that pollen, but I got to take it out, man. They got to draw out their own wax and build their frames. So I got 3, 6, 9, 10, so we're good there. Where's my spray? These girls are going to get requeened probably. I mean, they're pretty gentle right now, but talking to my mentor, he's all, dude, once those things blow up, he's like, they'll go and rob your whole yard out. Set this on this low. Go. Make sure we're lined up here. Tool. Said these girls actually aren't too bad. Not today. Pretty docile today. And what I'll do one more time. These sponges right here, I just soak these down right here. Every time I come out with a little bit of sugar water and some booster. And by the time I come out, they're usually done with it. And they don't seem to mind at all. Also helps them, just kind of keeps them happy, man. And I'm sorry I'm not watching the chat, man. I'm focused on the bees, so I do apologize. Get these girls buttoned up. Come on out of there, little lady. You know what else I'm going to do? Since I got them open right now, I'm going to go ahead and do a little trick that my mentor taught me to give them some airspace. All right. Got some popsicle sticks. I'm just going to lay them in each corner like that. Okay. What that's going to do, because it's hot here in Texas, it's going to give them a little bit more vent, okay? They won't beard out as much. I could probably even put popsicle sticks here, but I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is just open the entrance reducer today. And hopefully that helps a bit. I'm thinking it will once I get that entrance reducer popped open. All right, excuse me, girls. Okay. Right. Okay. I see an issue here. I got to stop right now. I see beetle larvae. That's not good. But they are kicking it out. It's right there at the door. I think they just need help getting some of this shit out. That's not okay. So a little beetle larva. See it? Look, they're dragging it out right there. See this right here? Let me see if I can pull this out so everybody can see a little beetle larva. Shit, I dropped it. It's all right, it ain't getting through there. I see like pieces of beetle right here. I know, girls. Gotta help you a bit. But what I'm gonna do, here we go, ladies. Let's help you a bit. Up here, one screaming. There you go. Smoke a bit. Okay, there we go. You okay, girl? All right. Since there's a big flow going on, that's what I'm gonna do. Switch the reducer to a little bit wider. Okay. There. Now that should help with the bearding. There you go, girls. All right. I mean, for the most part, man, these girls aren't that bad. Like my mentor said, I'm gonna listen to him. He said, requeen them. Requeen them. They're hybrid. Either way, you want to requeen them. I mean, the queen's laying a solid pattern. I mean, that's good. But I'm still gonna take my mentor's advice and listen to him about requeening. Come on, girls. I know. So what I'm gonna do actually is I'll just set this pollen stuff on the other side of the house and just let them rob it out. Let them do what they need to with it. Because it really is all it's doing. It's old, dirty comb. I want them pulling new, fresh, healthy comb. Like, see, this is what you call brown wax. It's real dirty, real old, real nasty, right? You want health, white, clean, fresh wax in your boxes. This colony's been pretty old, and they've been drawing out the same old wax for the last several years, I'm guessing. So, I got fresh wax in there from their own cutout, so they should draw that out, and that's all the pollen and stuff that's coming in right now. See it? So I'll let them rub it out. That's fine, and they'll restore it. They'll come in and restore it. So no problem there. This one, let's see here. So now I got to do with this guy here. Okay, that's just an empty box. All right, now we're gonna go into the rescue colony. All right, this one was the queen I rescued not too long ago from my mentor's yard. Now what happened with this, we went to his yard. There was the colony had basically absconded, it looked like, is what we think. Colony absconded, maybe got pirated, we don't know. But the queen was still in there. So earlier that day, what we had done was build a package that I was just going to originally boost the colony with, right? Boost the Carrizo Springs cutout with, the one right next door here, right? I was going to boost that colony with the package that my mentor built, John, right? So when we went to the other yard, we had already had the package built. That queen was in there by herself with just a few tending bees. All right. So he was like, "This is what we're going to do. We're going to build you a package right now." And that's exactly what we did. We built the package. He gave me the queen, right? So she's a rescue, definitely rescued. And what's going on here? I'm just going to go in there, give a quick brood check. I dropped in some extra frames about a week and a half ago. So I'm going to go in there and check and make sure that those have hatched. Well, I'm pretty sure they have because I've seen their numbers pretty much double and triple within the last couple weeks. So I'm almost definite that there's been a brood cycle hatched here. We'll probably see some brood coming out today, so that'll be cool if we can catch that. So, all right. These girls. These are Lori's ladies. They're rescues. And this is going to be check 1 on them. Hey, girl. All right. All right, so let's take a peek what's going on with the ladies. Okay, these can go. Okay. Let's take a peek what's going on with Lori's ladies here. Okay, so when we started, we had maybe a frame of bees, right? I dropped in 2 frames of brood, and they've definitely gone through a couple cycles, it looks like already. So let's take a peek here. Excuse me, girls. Getting a little spray down here. What this does too, like I said, what I spray down is just it kind of keeps them calm, keeps them chill. They don't feel so much like they're getting robbed out. Okay, so they're drawing fresh wax here, which is good. Let's see if we got any drones here. I think this one came with drones. But no, they're drawing out fresh wax, so we're good there. What I want to see. Perfect. And these are Italian queens. These are Italian line. Got a bunch of drone brood right here. Okay, so we got drone brood. Good. Nice patch of drone brood. Got some on the other side here too. All right, see a little cell right there, but are they feeding it? Got a little cell right here. There we go. Where'd that cell go? There it is. Okay, good. Haven't seen the queen yet. This is where I wanted to get into, is the heart of the brood chamber here. Yeah, okay. Got drones, good. Okay, good. Things good there. These were the two frames of brood that I bought from my mentor. So that was a big help for this. Wanted to give a big shout out to him. Thank you for that. Helped me get some nukes in line for some tax exemptions, which is really cool. Thank you for that also. Yeah, this one was these were like 3/4 frames brood, which is fine. Perfect. So I still got cat brew, so that's good. And they're drawing out wax over here. Yeah, big old drone. Look at the size of that thing. Anybody wants to see a drone here, check it. There's your drone right there. See him? That's the boy bee right there. See him? Look at him. This is the boy bee right here. There's your boy bee right there. See how big his eyes are? Look at him. You know why he's got big eyes? So he could see the queen mid-flight. He's got to breed with her mid-flight, so give these girls a little bit of help with this. Same here, give them a spray. All right, let's get these girls situated back. They're looking good. I know, sorry, ladies. Let's get you guys back home now. It's really crazy. You can tell the tone changes when they send out an alarm signal. It's pretty cool. You can hear it. Their tone changes when they're disturbed. All right, so there we go there. So we got good there. We go ahead and give a spray here because they're drawing wax here. See this? So I'm going to give them a good spray of this juice right here. That's really going to entice them to help draw that wax out. It's got a good sugar boost in it, so same here. What I'm going to do here, this all spray. Good spray down. Again, it's just sugar water and some booster stuff, so a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there. Button these girls up. All right, that's that. Okay, and also what I'm going to do with these girls, I'm also going to give them an air gap too. Give them an extra air gap. All right, so I also got some popsicle sticks cut down here already. Again, all I'm doing, I'm just placing these right here on the corners. And I cut them down. These ones I cut down to a size. The other ones are full, full size. But either way, just drop them in the corner. And also what I've got on this is I have little holes drilled in the side here for air gaps, right? Because my colonies are mostly in the sun. It's just that's how I place my yard. Because if I place them anywhere else, it's either going to flood or I'm going to have an issue with pests. I'd have to pretty much build another bee yard. This seemed like the most feasible place to build my yard at the time. So, I'll adapt and overcome. I'm thinking about putting up a shade over everything just to help. That way they're not bearding out so much. So those popsicle sticks, all that's doing is just giving an extra, what is that, like a 1/16 of an inch, maybe not even that, right around. A little bit of extra air for the bees. That way they're not fanning, because what they were doing late in the afternoon is they were bearding out a lot. And my mentor said, he's all, hey man, you might want to check that. Go out and check and make sure they're not getting ready to swarm out. So yeah, the one on the Carrizo Springs cutout, I'm gonna have to requeen. I'm debating it though, because it's like some days they're good, some days they're bad. On the bad days, they're not fun to work with. They're hot. They're really hot. But on the good days, it's like they're manageable. And I'm thinking because they're wild bees, right? The Carrizo Springs cutout are wild. I'm thinking they got good foraging skills because they're actually in a little more temperate of an area than where I'm at. So I'm starting to, thing is we're trying to get the Africanized out. I mean, they're good producers and all, but you don't want them in your yard. See, that's the thing. Now that I closed all the bees up, right, they have no interest. And that was something my clients told me when I was going to remove these bees. They're like, man, we drive four-wheelers and stuff by them all day long, and they don't do anything, right? And once again, look, once I got them all buttoned up, I mean, they went right back to, hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hillbilly, thank you. Sorry. I'm not really watching the chat, guys. I was paying attention to bees. Dry cut. Good to see you guys. J and D's, Hillbilly. Yo, my boy, Hillbilly Beekeeping. What's up, my boy? So yeah, look again. Once I got these girls buttoned back up, right, and these are the Carrizo Springs cutout. Okay, these were cut out. They're wild, whatever you guys want to call it, right? So look, once I got them buttoned back up, they really have no interest in me. I got a few buzzing around my head right now, but that's just, it's not to the point where the whole hive emptied on me just now, you know? So I'm still debating, what I should do, requeen them or not, because it really is, it's part of the beekeeping therapy is look at what the bees do once they get their house rated. Look, they just go right back to working, man. They go right back to what's normal. What's normal for them is to bring in pollen and raise the babies, right? That's what's normal for bees. They don't care. Once they're buttoned up, look, they're cool. They're solid. Look at them. Yeah, these are random plates that I found, Mark. Yeah, yep. I found these. I found most of them on the side of the road. But yeah, these are it. These. So what I'm gonna do with these two is, I might. I'm gonna for sure. What I'm gonna do. I want to build a third colony here on this third box here out of these two. But what I would like to do, I would like to I want to do like graft certain, like maybe mix the royal jellies or something. I don't know. I thought that'd be something kind of cool to experiment with. Get a royal jelly from here, get a royal jelly from here, mix them. Look, they're bringing in all the Indian paintbrush pollen, coming in with red pollen right here. Got some yellows coming in, a lot of yellows, whites. Got some purples. They're actually working the purple thistle out here, which is really cool, man. They're working the heck out of it, and they're stacking the pollen in on it. Invasive thistle all over the place. My whole yard's has thistle. I've been out pulling it, but it just comes back. The bees are eating it, just fine. They're taking it. And this is kind of the first I've actually been in my grills in a couple weeks. So yeah, this colony right here. Once I'm gonna split. Eventually, I got to build. These are the three colonies I want to build up for winter. I want to build these three up strong. So I got 5225 and K12. That's two of my colonies, right? I have a plate inside for that other one I'm going to put on. But I definitely want to split all these down. Hey, LaGrange, good afternoon. Hey, how you doing today? Good afternoon, LaGrange Bees. Good to see you. Good to see you. Just got done working, man. I'm kind of just, I don't know. Let's take a peek what the girls are doing. Check it. You guys want to see? Check it. This was the cutout, right? And these are hybrids. Like I said, a few buzz around my face, which isn't bad. It's to be expected, really. But given how close I am to their colony, it's not really that bad. It's not like they're out here tearing me apart, So Oh yeah, there's my bee gnome. He watches over my bee yard. So, yeah. Look at him standing on the front door fanning. All pollen sacks. Look at that. So let me in. I brought pollen for everybody. I'm gonna have to get in there and swap out that bottom board too eventually. Yeah, they're pretty calm. Yeah, that's a great thing, you know. And LaGrange, these were cutouts, you know. These were cutouts from southern Texas, man, in a high Africanized zone. And that's the thing. I'm thinking, man, to requeen or to not requeen, you know. That's where I'm at with this one, because I got a great mentor and he's telling me to requeen. But now I got them buttoned back up, man. They're not even. Yeah, they're not. You know. Yep, they're not overly aggressive, right? Like I said, there's just a few buzzing around like the general area right now with me, but that's it. Look, right back to work. Like, yeah, we're good. We're gonna go right back to work. Yeah, and I've been observing for several weeks now, LaGrange. I've been observing for several weeks now, and it's really touch and go with them. That's the thing. That's the thing. It's like walking out here. What trigger am I going to pull today? But I guess that's a beauty in it. Working with these kind of animals, you know, you never know what their demeanor is, and you have to go out there with an open mind and be ready to deal with any situation that they throw at you. Ultimately, but for the most part, she's laying a solid pattern now, and they're drawing out wax now that they're in their flow. So yeah, to requeen or to not requeen. But I definitely have been, you know, and to be out in the yard right here with them like this, and they're not, you know, they're not too, you know, they're not too concerned with me. That's a pretty good sign. Like I said, there's still a couple diehards, but nothing too crazy. Some of these weeds around here. So these ones are looking good too. Trying to see how many are bringing in pollen and how many aren't. So you got 3 just pulled in pollen right there. These girls are work up. They're doing good. They're doing good. I'm happy with what they're doing. I'm happy with the cutout. And that's the thing, to requeen or not requeen. I'll probably end up requeening though. Just because. Just to keep the health of the colony safe. Keep the genetics good on them. But then again, man, I like the fact is, yeah. Yeah, and see that's the thing. Technically, LaGrange, this is my first year with him in a season, right? I picked him up last winter. I'm coming into spring with him this year, right? So technically, this is my first year with this queen, right? But again, I don't know how old she is, man. She could be coming up on her last year, but you know, I saw she's laying eggs, man. She's laying eggs. She's laying fresh eggs too. So that's the thing. Maybe I'll just give it a year, LaGrange, and requeen her next year, man. That might be something good to do, huh? See how she does this year. See how testy they get. You know, that's the thing though too, and I'm standing out here in the yard, you know, in my suit, and they're not really even messing with me. So yeah, it's not a. Hmm, I mean, they're loving life right now for sure. The rain that Texas has had, it all came at the right time of year, and we're still getting it. And there's still more in the forecast. And when you drive down the country roads here, you see how much. Yep. Yeah, that's where I'm at, Lagrange. You know, there is really no right or wrong in beekeeping, man. I keep telling myself that there's no right or wrong. I was thinking about the other day, some my mentor would tell me, "Hey, dude, you know what? There's really no right or wrong way to do it, dude. As long as it works, man. As long as they accept the queen." And I have a great mentor, and you know, they're not going to sell me a crap queen. They're going to make sure I succeed, which is really nice. So I already have one. If I need it, I should just. I'm thinking I should just go ahead and requeen her. I'll talk to my mentor some more. Yeah, but that's the thing is you can see like I'm standing 5 feet from their box, and they're really not even that aggressive. I want my bees aggressive. Like if they blow up out of the box on me at the box, like that's cool. But when I put the lid back on and they calm down like this, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. But I have some, my mom told me that they have some friends out in California with some really hot Africanized bees, man. And one of the channel followers out in Florida said what you do is you take a get like a purple pinwheel and you get a purple pinwheel, place it out a little bit from your bee yard, and the bees, because of the movement, they'll keep hitting it. And he said after a few weeks of that, they're super docile. He said his bees chilled out big time. So yeah, for sure, Lagrange. Yeah, I think they look solid, man. That's the thing. They're looking really good right now, and that's we're this is our kind of like again, this is my first year with them in a flow, so I don't really know what their capabilities are, which is you know oh, you know what I need to grab? I need to grab my toolbox. All right, all right. Yeah, yeah. Let them roll while they're laying. Yeah, and if I see she's going south, I'll drop her in a nuke. I'll drop her in a nuke or something and pick up another one. Yeah, yep. Everybody's got a way to do it, man, and that's kind of where I'm at. My mentor is the same way. He's all, dude, that's how I am. It's like, dude, if she's laying solid, man, if she's a good layer, you got a good solid laying queen for a couple of years. Why are you gonna mess with her? Why mess with her? She's solid. She's laying eggs. Good, leave her be. That's where I'm at with it. If she's a badass layer, let her lay. Let her lay. Oh, man. But yeah, so that'll kind of be it for the day, I think. Um, any questions, comments, concerns about what everybody saw today? Like I said, I think they're looking pretty good. And that's where I'm at. They're laying. She's got babies in there. She's got brood. Um, with it, with it. She does. She's got all of the above. And I'm just gonna, I'm gonna Render this out. It actually smells like this stuff smells like fermented alcohol. So I know it's pretty bad old. You can actually smell it. And that's what bee bread looks like. It's pasty. It's like a gluey, almost like a tarry, not even tar, but it's just, I've never felt bee bread before. That's why I'm touching it. I wonder what it tastes like. It's probably got a lot of protein and shit in it, I'm guessing. That's pretty cool. I'll just put that in my wax thing and render it out. That's all right. They can get more. There's pollen out right now. They're not going to miss it. They won't miss that piece right there. Cool. All right, guys. Yeah, you know, LaGrange, I don't think I won't be getting a harvest this year, man. I don't think. Not this year. Probably not for at least a year or two, man. Just because we're coming out of a really harsh drought. My bees are brand new. I need to get them strong first. I always say, once you get your bees strong, the honey will come, Once you get them strong and healthy, get your bees healthy and happy, they'll do the rest of the work for you. And that's kind of my goal going into this. Once my bees are healthy and happy, they'll do the rest of the work for me. All I got to do is just go out and pull the honey when it's time. But for now, my goal, build them up healthy, happy, and get them good and strong. And if I have to requeen in the process, so be it. So it's like you said, there's really no right or wrong way to do it, LaGrange. So, but that being said, man, I'm gonna go and wrap it up there. Hey, Wildwood, what's going on, man? How you doing, Brian? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you guys. Just about to wrap it up, man. I just got done checking on my ladies. Was just did a quick hive check today on them, and checked on the health of them overall, just see what they're doing, and they're doing just what they should be. So I was ultimately going in there to check if they were getting ready to swarm out. What I was doing, because my mentor was like, "Hey, man, make sure they're not getting ready to swarm." Shit, that's a lot of sun for you guys. Yeah, see, that's what somebody else told me. Is like you can actually do that too. Wildwood is have them backfill it with sugar, and then leave it for it to get robbed out, which I'd thought about too. Not a bad idea, really. Oh, I never thought about that. Okay, always feed them a lot of syrup. Once the comb is drawn, you leave it out to be robbed. Clean of sugar. Okay. Yeah, clean honey. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna kind of be it, guys. I'm gonna go in and do some homework now. Got finals this week, so need to get out and work my bees, check on them, because we're coming into a really, really nice bloom. Let me go ahead and give everybody a quick walk around too, just so everybody can kind of see what kind of bloom Texas is having. All right, this is just in my yard. This is all over the place, and this bloom hasn't been seen in several years. All these thistle plants, these are all getting worked by bees. I've been out here watching them. You got all kinds of other pollinators out here. There's some brown bees right here. Look, see, there's a brown bee right there. Big old bumblebee. Look. That's a beetle. But mind my trash can. These are mostly Mexican hats right there. And you walk through the fields, and these look, it's just loaded with pollen. Loaded with it, man. So, y'all have a good day, man. Thanks for stopping in. Time is Huddy. Hit that like and subscribe. Leave your questions, comments, or concerns. and be kind.